Hi, I'm Jo Huey, and I wanted to talk about how we can show love to the drinker in our lives. Um, Definitely not an easy task, something that I think we all want to be able to do deep down, but the anger and the frustration and the disappointment get the better of us. And I think that we need to accept that that is normal and okay, because when we perceive that somebody has done us wrong, we're going to feel upset, disappointed, angry, frustrated, and it's as if there's some unwritten rule that we're not allowed to feel that way toward a parent, and loyalty comes into it, and and then we start to feel guilty that we feel that way towards our parent, like maybe in our heads it's like they're this all-knowing, or meant to be this all-knowing, perfect person, but actually they're just a human being, and that's a huge amount of pressure to put on someone's shoulders to, and if you've got this idealistic sort of view about what a parent should look like and how they should act and feel and be. But obviously as children we need attachment, we need to attach to our parents, otherwise we will die. And when we don't receive the love, the care, the support that we need and want over a long period of time, if that's happening, then we start to, we can start to build up resentments, all sorts of feelings, it varies person to person. And it can be really difficult to love somebody when they are causing you pain, whether that's physical pain or emotional pain. And for me, I think that we shouldn't push ourselves to feel something that we don't. We should accept our feelings as they are, without pressure, without expectation, without guilt, and know that if we could feel differently, we would. We aren't purposely choosing to feel the way we are because that's our preferred place. Although sometimes that can happen. We can stay in that victim place and, want the world to feel sorry for us. So it is difficult to love somebody that is causing that chaos. But there are some things that we can do that can help with that. And personally for me, what helped was, one is distance, whether that's physical distance or just emotional distance from someone, if that's possible, because it gives us clarity. It's like someone else being able to see your situation from a distance. They've got, that objective view. When we're so close to something, it's really hard to see the wood for the trees. So creating that distance can be a good thing. And remember, the decisions that we make, nothing is permanent. So whilst we might create distance for a week, a month, a year, does not mean to say we can't change that, once we feel differently. Distance is good. For me, definitely learning about alcohol misuse, 100% has helped me to understand, because ultimately what we need to do is find compassion for the person. And when we're in that place of frustration and anger and resentments and all those feelings, we're not finding compassion. And that's okay if that's where you're at. But if you'd like to move into a different space, if you'd like to be able to show love towards your parent, then these are some ideas. Again, time is another thing. We can be impatient, and we need to remember that, this stuff has happened over a long period of time, and it is going to take time to change that. We have to change our mindset, how we think and feel, and you can't just push a button and make that happen. Otherwise we'd all do that. So it's, that time, distance helps. Understanding about alcohol misuse, because the other thing that I've done, which has helped me, is think about something similar that I struggle with and how easy I would find it to give up. So obviously we don't like the fact that the person's drinking, but actually if I was asked to give up sugar, I would find that really difficult. Now, I appreciate the consequences are different, and it wouldn't, make me, lash out at people or lie or manipulate or anything like that. But it's still something I would find hard to give up. And family members are trying to get their loved one to give up something that is helping them. And unless the person's got something to replace it with, that's scary. So again, it's understanding it, putting ourselves in their shoes, which again, I understand a lot of people find difficult to do because of the emotions, the strong emotions that they're feeling because of consequences of what's happened. But again, that's your decision. If you're at the place where you're ready to start and open, then these suggestions may resonate and you may think are okay. But if you're still in that place of hatred or, real strong emotions where you don't want to, then obviously this is going to be really difficult for you. But I think that if you can try some of those things and see whether they help, again, everybody's different. So I don't know your individual situation. But for me, those things combined have been helpful. My father's passed away now, and I never really got the opportunity to understand and to talk to him. But what I have managed to do is talk to other people that are drinkers and understand from their point of view what they're going through. And that's allowed me to find the compassion that I never had for him, because I never had the opportunity really, because he died before I was at a place where I was ready to do that. But I've had similar situations with my mum, who's not a drinker, still had those emotions, frustration, anger towards her for not protecting me and stuff. And that's, understanding. For a long time, I didn't want to understand. I just wanted to hate and be angry at her. But actually, I was just hurting myself. But it took a long time for me to get to a place where I thought, okay, and then I realised, someone said to me, why are you giving her such a hard time? And those words really resonated with me. And it's funny how sometimes someone can say something to you, and then another time someone will say the same thing and it will really resonate. And it's just timing. So yeah, try those things, see if they help. I'd love to hear from you. And anything else you'd like some help with, you know where I am. You can find me on the Facebook page. You can find me in my Daughters of Alcoholics group if you're a daughter of alcoholic. And I've got a YouTube channel, and I'm also on Instagram. So take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.